In the heart of Jerusalem, beneath the golden hues of dawn, lies a wall that has watched the centuries unfold. And within that wall, sealed, silent, and unmoved, rests a gate unlike any other. The Eastern Gate, the Golden Gate, the Gate of Mercy. For nearly 500 years, it has remained shut, untouched, unmoved, and shrouded in mystery. But now, something is stirring. Recent images and reports whisper of shifting stones, cracks forming, and subtle tremors in the earth around it. And across the world, a single question echoes through the hearts of believers. Is the sealed gate of Jerusalem beginning to move? And if so, could this be the sign that the King is coming?
To understand the mystery, we must begin with prophecy, ancient sacred words spoken over the city of God. In Ezekiel 44, the prophet wrote, "Then he brought me back to the outer gate of the sanctuary, which faces toward the east. But it was shut. And the Lord said to me, 'This gate shall be shut. It shall not be opened, and no man shall enter by it, because the Lord, the God of Israel, has entered by it. Therefore it shall be shut.'" A divine seal. A gate touched by the presence of God Himself. This is no ordinary door of stone and mortar. It is a symbol, a threshold between heaven and earth, a reminder that the same God who entered once will enter again.
2,000 years ago, another prophecy unfolded before this very gate. It was Palm Sunday, and a carpenter's son from Nazareth rode into Jerusalem on a humble donkey. The crowds lined the roads, waving palm branches and crying, "Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord." The prophecy of Zechariah 9:9 had come to life. "Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Behold, your king is coming to you, humble and riding on a donkey." Many believe that Jesus entered through the eastern gate that day, the same gate now sealed. It was through this passage that the King of Kings came to his city, not with armies and swords, but with mercy and peace. Yet, within days, the cries of praise turned to calls for crucifixion. The same people who hailed him as king watched him led away to die outside the city walls. But prophecy was not silenced on that hill, because 3 days later, the tomb was empty, and one promise remained: he will return.
Centuries passed, empires rose and fell. Jerusalem changed hands: Roman, Byzantine, Arab, Crusader, Ottoman, and in the year 1541, the ruler of the Ottoman Empire, Suleiman the Magnificent, made a strange and deliberate decision. He ordered the Eastern Gate, the very gate facing the Mount of Olives, to be sealed with stone and mortar. Why? Some say it was for military defense, but history whispers another reason, one wrapped in fear and prophecy. The Ottomans had heard of the Jewish belief that the Messiah would enter Jerusalem through that eastern gate. To stop him, they sealed it, and to make it impassable, they planted a Muslim cemetery directly before it, knowing that no Jewish priest would walk upon graves. It was a human attempt to block the divine, but man's mortar cannot hold back the hand of God. The seal may stand, but the promise remains.
For nearly 5 centuries, the gate has remained silent. But in recent years, something strange has begun to happen. In 2018, part of the wall near the Golden Gate collapsed unexpectedly. Cameras captured debris tumbling from its ancient stones. Archaeologists called it natural erosion. But believers around the world saw something more, a whisper from eternity.
Reports have followed, stones shifting, cracks forming, vibrations in the earth below the mount. Even small movements caught on video have ignited global speculation. Could the gate be preparing to open? The Bible speaks of such moments, subtle, silent awakenings that precede divine revelation. Jesus himself warned in Matthew 24, "When you see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors." Wars, earthquakes, lawlessness, the love of many growing cold, and now even the stones of Jerusalem beginning to stir. The Mount of Olives stands directly across from the sealed gate. From there, the view is perfect. Jerusalem, the Temple Mount, and the Eastern Wall aligned like a divine compass. It was from this mountain that Jesus ascended into heaven, as his disciples watched in wonder, and it is to this mountain that he will return. Zechariah 14:4 declares, "On that day his feet will stand on the Mount of Olives east of Jerusalem, and the mount will split in two." When that moment comes, the sealed gate, built by men, will be broken by the power of God. The king will enter his city again, not on a donkey this time, but in glory and majesty. The gate of mercy will become the gate of victory, and the prophecy that began in silence will end in triumph.
The sealed gate is more than stone. It is a mirror of the human heart. For just as the gate has been closed, many hearts remain sealed, waiting for the touch of the Messiah to open them. Isaiah 62:6 says, "I have set watchmen on your walls, O Jerusalem. They will never be silent day or night." Today, we are those watchmen, watching the walls, watching the world, watching the signs of his coming. And though no one knows the day or the hour, we know this: every prophecy will be fulfilled. Every promise will come to pass. The King is not delayed. He is patient, giving the world one more chance to turn, to believe, to be ready.
The stones of Jerusalem have seen everything. Temples rise, empires fall, the blood of prophets, and the footsteps of the Son of God. And still, they wait. Perhaps the shifting of the gate is only age and erosion. Or perhaps it is something more. A reminder from heaven that time is short and prophecy is alive. Jesus said in Revelation 22:20, "Surely I am coming quickly." Even now, the eastern gate stands in silence, but it will not remain sealed forever. For the day will come when the trumpet will sound, the sky will break open, and the King of Glory will enter his city once more. Until that day, we are called to watch, to pray, and to keep our lamps burning. To live not in fear, but in faith. Not in confusion, but in confidence, because the author of prophecy holds time itself in his hands. And when the gate finally opens, every eye will see him. Every knee will bow. Every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. The sealed gate of Jerusalem may still stand closed today, but the story it tells is wide open. A story of faith, of promise, and of hope that refuses to die. Because beyond the stones, beyond the silence, and beyond time itself, the King is coming. Even so, come, Lord Jesus.